Hi guys, welcome back to Waka Code. Now here in this video we'll see some basic problems on loops. We'll discuss all these four sums. First one is print n natural numbers. You'll be given input. We'll ask user input to enter some integer n, and we have to print all natural numbers from 1 to n. The next we'll see sum of first 10 natural numbers. We'll see the sum of first 10 natural numbers. Then next we'll ask the user to input a number, and we'll print a multiplication table of that number. Then we'll see the factorial of a given number. Okay, we'll discuss the first problem. Print n natural numbers. N natural numbers. See, for this you will be asking user to input some integer n. So we'll say like we'll ask user to input some integer n, and we have to print n natural numbers from 1 to n. For this I'll use for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, cout I plus 1. I think this is the code, right? This is the code. See, I've given input as, for example, let's say n equal to 3. I have to print in every step. I have to print the integer value. Okay, I'm starting with initial condition I equal to 0 for n equal to 3. For int I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus, and I'm saying cout I plus 1, right? See, initially in first iteration I value is 0 and I value is 0, so I value 0, the condition is satisfied, and then it jumps into the loop. We have given like cout I plus 1. It will print what is I is 0 plus 1 is 1, so it will print 1 and it will give one tab space. Then it goes here there is I plus plus. Here now in second iteration the value of I is 1, and it jumps into the condition. Yeah, condition is satisfied, 1 is less than 3. Then it will enter the loop again. Here it says a command like cout I plus 1. What is now I value is 1, 1 plus 1, that's 2, and here I have given space command, so the space is introduced, and then here it goes to the increment or decrement part. Here there is I plus plus. Now the value of I becomes 2, and then after I has assigned new value, it checks the condition again. 2 is less than 3. Yeah, that's true, and it goes here cout I plus 1. What is I now? 2. 2 plus 1, that's 3, and it gives one tab space, and then it goes to increment or decrement part. Here we have given incrementing like now I value becomes 3, and it checks as I has assigned a new value, it checks the condition again. 3 is not less than 3. The condition has failed. The compiler exits the loop. Now what is printed? 1, 2, 3. I think the question is done. I have given input like 3. I wanted to print natural numbers from 1 to 3. Yeah, I have printed. Similarly, you can write the same code in whatever which you like. See, int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 3, I plus plus, cout I think you got this, you have understood this. See, because in the previous, see here I have discussed like, see, I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. I wanted to run the loop for 3 times. That's it. So I used 0, and I have put the condition like I less than 3, because up to the I value attains 2, the loop runs. That means we have iterations for I equal to 0, I equal to 1, I equal to 2. That means we have 3 iterations, and that's our goal. And I have to meet the condition, I have put like I plus 1, because it's 0 plus 1, that's 1, 1 plus 1, that's 2, 2 plus 1, that's 3. at the end I'm getting the exact answer. See, I can write like this also. I have initialized I with 1. Okay, I is less than or equal to 3. Here the iterations, three iterations are possible for I values, like for I equal to 1 the iteration is possible, I equal to 2, I equal to 3. Yeah, I'll print this I only. The answer would be same, right? See, I have print this I in the first step we'll get I equal to 1, in second step we'll get I equal to 2, in third step we get I equal to 3. I think you understood this. Yeah, this simple problem we'll see it on code. Yeah, I'll introduce like I'll ask user int n, enter the n value. I'll ask user, for that we can use cin in. The next, for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, cout I plus 1. I've given one tab space, one space. Yeah, and after that cout and I'm also printing the second format also. I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, cout I. That's it. And I'm giving input like 3. Compilation. See, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Yeah, that's very simple. And now we'll look into second problem. What I've given like sum of first 10 natural numbers, right? Sum of first 10 natural numbers. See, how can we'll think the main logic of code. We know that for int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. We know that this would be the format of loop we are writing in the code, because it in the question it is given like sum of first 10 natural numbers. So we have taken here 10 iterations. 10 iterations are possible here, because from I value 0 to I value 9, 0 to 9 there are 10 possible values, so 10 iterations are possible. I can also take like for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. Okay, I'll take this, and I'm saying like s plus equal to I. See, what does this mean? I've discussed this is an C shorthand notation of s equal to s plus I. I've discussed you within the previous videos. In the previous videos, this means s equal to s plus I. And what is s? I'm initializing s in the loop, like in the code, like see I've in main, I've written in main, I'm writing the code here using namespace std, the official syntax of C++, and I'm giving like int s equal to 0. S means sum. I'm taking sum like s. I've initialized s as 0. Initially it is 0. Then for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus, I'm giving like sum equal to sum plus 10, sum plus I. Now what does this mean? See here, in the first iteration, I value is 1, s value is 0, right? See here, initially I've taken like s equal to 0 in the here I've taken like s equal to 0. So in the initial iteration the value of s is 0. This is assignment operator, I think you remember that, s equal to s plus I. In what does assignment, or in assignment operator, the compiler executes the code from right to left. First it will evaluate what is on LHS, RHS, and that is assigned to LHS. Okay, now here the s value is 0, I value is 1. What is now the s value? The s value will become 1, right? In the first iteration, this is the first iteration. In second iteration, I value is 2, right? Now s equal to s plus I value is 2. Now s value is 1. See, from the previous iteration we have got s value 1. So now s value becomes, now as this is an assignment operator, this will be assigned to this. What is the value of this? This is 3, right? 2 plus 1, 3, that is 3. Now in the third iteration, s equal to s plus I. What is I value? I value is 3, s value is 3. Now on the whole the s value becomes 6, right? Now see, in the fourth iteration, I value is 4, s value is 6. Now what, s equal to s plus I. What is I value? I value is 4, s value is 6. Now s becomes 10, right? Then next, in the fifth iteration, I value became 5 and s value is 10. Now s equal to s plus I. What is s value? S value is 10, I value is 5. Now s equal to 15. Now in the sixth iteration, I value is 6, s value is 15. Now s equal to s plus I. This is the command we have given. What is s value? S value is 15, I value is 6. As this is an assignment operator, the LHS value is evaluated, LHS value, RHS value is assigned to LHS. Now s becomes 21, right? 15 plus 6, 21. In seventh iteration, I value is 7 and s value is 21. S equal to s plus I. I value is 7, s value is 21, s equal to 28, right? Next, in eighth iteration, I equal to 8, s equal to 28, s equal to s plus I. What is s value? Is 28, I value is 8. Now s becomes 36, right? In the ninth iteration, I is 9, s is 36, s equal to s plus I. What is s value? 36, I value 9. Now s became 45, right? In the 10th iteration, I value is 10, and from previous s value is 45, we have got that. And I have given command like s equal to s plus I. What is s? S is 45 and I is 10 and s became 55. And in the 11th iteration is not possible because I value became 11 in the 11th iteration. And see here we have got, we'll get, no, not this. See, wait. Here I value is less than or equal to 10. We have got in the 11th iteration we have got I value is 11 as 11. So the condition is false, so the compiler exits the loop and will print after this loop will print cout as the value of s. What is the value of it? What is the value of s at last? We have got 55. That's it, the code. I'll write it here. You will get the exact answer 55 if you run it on your compiler. See, hash include iostream using namespace std int main. I've given like int s equal to 0. We'll say like sum int sum equal to 0. I've initialized the sum as 0 and I'm taking for loop for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus, and I'm using shorthand notation like sum plus equal to 10. Yeah, this means sum equal to sum plus I, sorry, not 10, I, and then I'm printing sum. At the last we have got sum. What is the sum value? Sum value is 55. We'll get 55. That's it, the code. Return 0. See, this is the code for that. And what is the next sum? Multiplication of a number. Multiplication of a number. Multiplication table of a number. Okay, we'll give some like I'll ask user to enter value like n equal to whatever value. He'll enter n equal to 4. We have to print like 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 40. We have to write a program that prints this multiplication table of a number. So what would be the approach? See, I'll use for loop for this. You can use for loop and while loop or do while loop. You can use any of the loop. That doesn't matter, okay? The time complexity and space complexity are same. Int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. And I'm writing like n equal to n into I. No, sorry. See out n into I. Yeah, this is the correct command, okay? Because see, in the first iteration for I equal to 1, it prints 4 into 1. Okay, in second iteration it prints 4 into 2. In third iteration it will print 4 into 3, 4 into 4. Yeah, this is the correct statement. This is the correct code for that. You have to print like cout. In every iteration you have to print cout n into I, because in every iteration I value is changing. I value is changing from 1 to 10 and the number remains same. In first iteration 4 into 1, next 4 into 2, next 4 into 3, next 4 into 4. Yeah, it prints like that. Yeah, that's it. Then next we'll see the last problem. Factorial of a number. Factorial of a number. See, in fact, factorial of number, you will be given n. You'll ask user to enter n. Somewhat he'll enter like 3, and you have to print 3 factorial. What is 3 factorial? Actually, what is factorial? If you take a number anything like 4, the factorial is 4 into 4, 3 into 2 into 1. Yeah, you have to decrease by 1 and you have to multiply that. I think you got this, equal to 24. And if we want to print 3 factorial, that is 3 into 2 into 1. Here this value is 6. User will give this number and you have to output this number. What is 4 factorial? 4 factorial is 24, 3 factorial is 6, 5 factorial is 120, like that. Now what would be the approach? See, I'm writing like for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, and I'm writing like I've initialized int factorial like 1, and I'm saying that fact equal to factorial into I. I think you got this. See, in first iteration I value is 1, I'll discuss you with this. I've given input like n equal to 4, in first iteration, second iteration, third iteration, fourth iteration. These four iterations are possible. And in first iteration, I value is 1. It will see here factorial equal to fact into I. What is fact? Fact is 1. I've given like I've initialized fact as 1. So fact is 1. 1 into I. 1 into I. That is 1 equal to 1. Then next, in the second iteration, I equal to 2. This is fact. I equal to 2 and fact equal to fact into I. What is factorial? Factorial is 1 from the previous iteration. 1 into 2, that's 2. Now factorial became 2. In third iteration, I value is 3. Now factorial, what is the factorial? Factorial is 2 into 3, that is 6. Fourth iteration, I value became 4. Now factorial is 6. 6 into I. What is I? I is 4, that's 24. At last the factorial is 24. 24 is assigned to this fact and we'll print this cout fact after the end of the loop. I think you got this. Similar to some of n natural numbers. We'll write the code for this. Cnn, I am initializing in factorial equal to 1 and for loop for int I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus factorial star equal to, this is a shorthand notation. What is star equal to? Star equal to means factorial equal to factorial into what I am doing is I. Factorial into I. I've discussed these shorthand notations in your previous video, I think. Yeah. Now after the end of the loop, the factorial gets the entire value stored. So cout factorial. Yeah. And I am giving input like there is input 3 already. We'll see what will be the output for 3. See, the output is 6 for 3. I'm changing output like output n equal to 4 and we have to get 24. We'll see, we'll get 24 here in the output box. C24, I'm inputting n value as 5. The output will be 120. Yeah, 120. Yeah, these are some basic problems on loops. Yeah, if you don't understand, if you have a little bit confusion in loop in this statement, how to write these formats, like see, I'll discuss. I think you have a little bit confusion on how to writing these formats, how I'm getting this. Don't worry, if you will cover so many problems, if you see familiar problems, we'll keep on doing this format for problems. Will be getting used to these formats very easily, and you have tried to understand this better. And after doing so many, after entering into loops or into patterns, when we start discussing problems on patterns, we'll get used to it, and this seems nothing hard in there in this. Okay, yeah, that's it for this video.